moving on to our next segment. We always talk about 0 to boss. You know, there's a boss in every family tree. Who's yours? You should already know by now. This is where someone's made a boss sacrifice. Sometimes it's not a happy history, but no one likes ever talking about it. But we want to know that person. We call it, and I think we should call this the Turok Makto segment. The Turok Makto means, you know, the one who changed the bloodline, the main boss, the untold story. And Turok Makto, if you've not seen it, it's from Avatar. Where have you been? You know, wherever it goes. So take it away, Jay.
It's the one that's changed your bloodline, as we've stated. So who's that one person in your family? They get like the story's unforgotten. It's untold. So no fancy Instagram in their days, no reels, just quiet determination, right? No quit attitude. The one who crossed oceans, right? Broke barriers, learnt a new language, built a new legacy. You know, I've met some incredible people that I've said in the corporate world. And every time I've met someone, I've made it a duty of mine to be like, what's one amazing thing I'm going to learn off this person, right? Because there's times where, okay, big boy Jay. But there's times where it's just like, just humble yourself. Eat a bit of humble pie. You know, there's a lot out there that people have gone to certain lengths for me to be where I'm at. So this week's unsung hero is a young man from Lagos, Nigeria. Landed in England in 2010, right? With nothing but himself, a suitcase, and a big dream, right? No family waiting here, silver spoon service. It was just his hope that he was driven by. The first year was tough, right? Nights spent in crammed hostels, juggling 2 jobs, cleaning offices in the day, delivering food in the evening. Every pound he earned, he said, he made sure he used it with wiseness towards any college fees that his future children will go to, spending money, sending money back home for them to spend money. No shortcuts, no handouts, just relentless grind. Slowly and surely he saved, and he always had a big smile. I remember his smile, big smile ear to ear, right? And he and his wife run a child-minding nursery today from their home in London. And she even teaches, she knows the basic French. So she teaches these children like a second language, right? And they go the extra mile. They pick up the kids from the family's home. They drop them off. And these parents in London, they love it, right? They haven't got time to go back and forth, waste time in the morning. And they're trying to kind of fill that gap. And they're sharing their strong African values as well, because they're saying that this new generation is a little bit soft. So they're trying to bring that hardness back, right? Growing up proud and grounded. They didn't just move countries. They moved mountains for us. And that's what you call, Manny, boss.
Yeah, that's boss. Always a round of applause for that story, man. We always give a round of a shout.
Winners. Boss Nation, who's your real OG? Who in your family tree who you felt that did everything for you? This story sound familiar. You know, they've built something extraordinary from ordinary, from something from nothing. Tell us. We'll share the realest ones. Again, rep the country they come from. Yes, I've come across quite a lot of people, but I haven't come across everybody. All different countries, all walks of life. I learn something new every day. Manny learns something new every day. So tell us, what's your story? Rep their country. We want to know. We want to know their grit.
Today I just learned there's bottomless chips and, burn them on. I gotta go. Now, these are OG bosses, people who took, giant leaps without knowing the landing, turning struggle into strength, mad sacrifices. And we're going to keep that energy going from 0 to boss to talk about, the boss business of, the week that we talk about. So this week, we're going to talk about how use Deliveroo.
Always.
Rode the food delivery wave to global fame. So Deliveroo, I use it a lot. It's losing. I'd probably use it more abroad than I do here. I use it a lot in Dubai, probably more than anything else. Started in 2013 by 2 expats in London with one simple idea: bring great food to your door fast. Here's how they flipped the script. So started small, but dreamed big. And that's how you always got to do in business and in life. Launched in London with just 100 restaurants and hungry customers. They used mobile tech to disrupt. So built a slick app that made ordering effortless, changed how people eat. Then they started expanding fast, stayed local, operating in over 200 cities now worldwide. They've got 1,400 plus restaurants across the UK alone. Massive UK market impact. In 2024, Deliveroo reported 2 billion in annual revenue in the UK, delivering over 150 million orders per year.
Ooh.
That's mad. Just shows that it came to convenience on stuff like that. The amount of food places that are built now, just from the fact that they have a kitchen set up, they don't even have a restaurant. It's just they trade on Deliveroo, but now they'll trade on Uber Eats and Just Eat as well. So you had a lot of competitor brands come out from that. So they innovated the hustle from restaurant deliveries to grocery deliveries and essentials, constantly one step ahead. So now you can get other things delivered to your door, like, you know, grocery shopping, or you want something from Greg's, or you want something really picking up and stuff. That's good. I will say in Dubai, they struggled, like Uber and Deliveroo struggled to take the market out there because they had Noon and Talabat, which really understood the local culture. So these brands do face difficulties in countries, new countries they do attend, because you've got to understand local
different culture.
Yeah, different culture and how things work. But again, constantly one step ahead. Deliveroo, there's so much things you can do with it. Me and my mates were in Edinburgh and we ordered some food in from Deliveroo, some Wingstop. My mate was on Deliveroo. He invited us in via link to join his order. We could pay our share, or he would pay for the full tab. Easy. That's how stuff it is. So like if you're out and you're lads and you want to order some food, it's so easy to get stuff in. In less than a decade, these guys have become a household name, one of the UK's fastest growing tech companies when you consider it's just again. So it comes back to that. They're one of the largest restaurants in the world without owning any kitchen supplies, staff, restaurant chefs. It's elements. They hire drivers that make a commission or that get paid to deliver, and they take a commission from it. They made ordering and complaining super easy and putting the customer in full control. That is pure boss energy, and that's stuff that we like to talk about and celebrate on the podcast. But I think when you hear about these things as a constant trend, it's like that's like I think out of five out of six companies we talked about in this episode going back, we talked about innovation where they've brought what already exists to the masses, but in a simpler, easier way without owning anything.
Right.
So that is bada bing,
bada boss.
Right.